Hello, this is the TradeState U.S. Stocks Futures and Forex Market Preview for Thursday, the 14th of January and Friday, the 15th of January. Options expiration. Look, there's nothing going on, so it's hard to get excited about any of this. The Forex market's been dead flat, so we won't even talk about that right now. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. I mean, you can tell from this chart, nothing really happening. We're hanging near the highs, but it's kind of dead up here right now. Let's go through the daily charts of the majors. Crude oil down 6 cents to 52.87. Doesn't really matter. Gold was down $17.20. Still hanging in the middle of the range from the last year. The S&P cash gained 8.65. Not a new closing high, but it's pretty close to it. Nasdaq 100 was up 81.54. Again, not a new closing high. Note that we're only a couple of candles away from a potential 13 sell signal on the Nasdaq 100 daily chart. Stocks up 3. Doesn't really matter. Biotech's down 11. That's also pretty much a blip. The Russell 2000 down 16 points. Off the highs from the day before. The VIX down 1.12, closing at 22.21. We're watching that red static trend line from last August that still hasn't been broken. Trend closes at 1.55. Now remember, our moving average dipped under 0.85, which is the sell signal on the broad market. Now it's at 0.87 though, and obviously so far we haven't sold off, but we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. Nasdaq volume 7 billion shares. That's, again, look at this. The last 5-6 days have been some of the highest volume in a row that the stock market has ever seen, and yet when we get to the intraday action, you'll see how flat it has been. And we can make all sorts of comments about what that means. Nasdaq advanced declines, negative 304. So more stocks were down than up, even though it was up 81 points. You'll see why in a minute. The New York was positive 184. Here's why the Nasdaq was up, even though the advanced declines were down. More stocks went down, but Google up 9.82. Apple up $2.09. Netflix up 13.54. Amazon up 45.06. All the FANG stocks up again. Tesla up 4.97. Facebook up 55 cents. We got Zoom up $7.82. Goldman Sachs up 73 cents. That's a new closing high on Goldman Sachs. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, closes up $1.70 off the lows. The Dow was down literally 8 points. Who cares? Bitcoin up 1,000 to 37,490. Now let's look at the intraday action. The 5-minute, actually we're going to go straight to 10s because 10-minute candles will show us more here. And this is the problem. Look how flat this has been all week long, right? It's got you can see the last 5 days plus. I mean, we have just been stuck in a horribly narrow range, which is really remarkable when you realize what the volume looks like, right? And then on the Nasdaq side, it's really not any better. So this is not exciting for us. Does not give us good opportunities in the markets. But we had some winners this week, but nothing I would get super excited about. All right, in terms of what's left this week, economic data-wise, on Thursday, import-export prices and the initial and continuing jobless claims an hour before the bell. And then on Friday, we've got core retail sales, PPI, Empire State Manufacturing Index at 8:30, capacity utilization and industrial production at 9:15, business inventories and preliminary University of Michigan sentiment at 10. Keep in mind we start earnings next week, but this Friday is already options expiration for January. Now, it's not a triple expiration. It doesn't seem to have had any impact on an unraveling move yet as we head into Thursday. Maybe we won't get one. We're just getting a lot of volume and absolutely no action in the market. Is that because the big players are dumping into this? We'll see. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple days. Have a great trading, have a couple weeks even. Have a great trading Thursday and Friday.